hear things have been afoot lately.
Perdu. Perdu means lost in French. And this guy's quest is indeed that he lost something. Also, he wanders around aimlessly in this inn. Hello, you wouldn't have happened to see a big, loutish guy with a dog's head on him around here, have you? A dog's head? You heard me, a dog's head. And breath that could peel paint too. Oh, and all. If you guess wrong here, you don't get the quest. Actually, if you don't pick the exact path I'm taking through this conversation, you don't get the quest. Yeah, and all, there's one all up in the hills due west of here, close to the high hedge. Damn thieving ball of fur stole my short sword 2 days back. Never liked them myself. How much would that blade be worth to a runty guy like you? Yeah, lay off the short guy jokes, they're older than your grandmother's uncle. The damn blade ain't worth nothing, it's a pride thing. I'll give you 50 GP if you wipe his arse with it. You got yourself a deal. And that's a quest that does not even register in the... Oh yes, it does. It does register, yes. But without any... Well, I'm just talking out of my ass here. So it gets noticed in the window and it gets registered in the journal. Never mind. Okay, so feeling somewhat sheepish after treating him so poorly, I have agreed to retrieve the sword of poor Perdu, the halfling, from a band of gnolls apparently lurking in the plains west of Beregost, close to the high hedge. And the high hedge is an area we have very briefly visited at the start of the game, when we went to retrieve Safana. We almost died due to skeletons at the time, and we will be returning there shortly and dealing with them in more convincing fashion.
What do you want?
Lacklogger. Oh, I am a lumberjack and I'm okay. I work all night and I sleep all day. Monty Python reference. This one I don't know the melody by heart. I'm a werewolf baby now and here I come. It's a reference to the Tragically Hip. As for his other dialogues, I don't know what they refer to. My mama was a sheepdog, my papa was a hound, and when I fell in love with you, little pup, I knew that had been found. I've googled parts of this and couldn't find anything. Oh, it's okay, Sham, everyone's a critic. And with that, he goes away. Okay, what else? Just commoners here.
Life's been getting prickly on me eyes.
Shortage of iron has been gradually building for some time now. People have had plenty of opportunity to get paranoid. Not me, though. Not me, though. No, sir. No. Hey, could you stand a little back from me, please? So he is paranoid. Okay. We'll pay a visit upstairs to see if there's anything of value. And there's a guy with a name there, screaming, "Talk to me, please."
Glad to meet you, friend.
Hail and well-met traveler. Raleigh was the name, Raleigh Winspear. Haven't seen you around here before, perhaps you are new to town then. I make a point of meeting as many people as I can wherever I go, so many stories and tales. What can you tell me of Beregost? What would you like to know? Any outstanding quests that need resolution? I fancy myself a bit of an adventurer. An adventurer, eh? Well, if you were up to the task, I hear there are strange things in the Alcaster School ruins southeast of town. I would nae go down there unless you are quite sure of your abilities, though. Many a well-meaning fellow has gone and not come back. Only for those adept in battle. Other than that, I know that the Lady Miriam has been awaiting news of her husband for some time. He was to come up from but is overdue. I know she would be grateful for any news. She lives on the east edge of town if you find anything. Anything else you would like to know? What are the concerns of the day? How have the troubles lately affected people? Oh, I suspect you mean the iron shortage. I imagine it has affected the local smithy quite a bit. Terum is a wonderful blacksmith, but he's got a lot of time on his hands these days. His shop is still reasonably stocked, but I think he's looking for other materials to work on these days. Not sure what that might be. He's quite adept at exotic materials. Anything else I can help you with? Nothing in particular, just interested in the sights, perhaps. Shopping. Shopping? Then you must stop by Beregost Inn. They have a number of trophy items for sale, which I know, I've been there. If you really have coins to spare, I'd suggest going west of the city and seeking out Palantir. He has a shop in his keep, though he does not welcome visitors. Trust me, you will want to speak with him immediately if you go there. Wandering about his shop without permission is downright deadly. I think he likes scaring folks a bit. Anything else you need? No thanks. Yes, Palantir likes to
with pleasure.
Guard his little compound with flesh golems, which are absolutely deadly, even on the normal difficulty. So we'll have to figure out some particular strategies for dealing with that. So let's raid everything. Apparently here everyone sleeps with their door opens. Their doors open, I mean. And they like to store a lot of gold there. And gems. Sorry, guy. Sorry, miss.
Yes.
Real sorry. Oh, and what's in there?
Darling.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
So the body of a would-be assassin will decorate the floor there for days to come, until someone picks him up. Our next stop in Beregost will be the manor, the Travenhurst Manor, I think. Yep, that's how it's called.
Yes, if that's your desire.
And we'll go there basically just to steal its riches, as we've been doing throughout the city. There's a windmill here, and at its bottom is a unique item in the game. And in fact, I don't think you can find that in Baldur's Gate 2 either, or in Icewind Dale or any other Infinity Engine game that I'm aware of. It's a girdle with no magical property. I know it doesn't present much interest, but still, it's the only girdle in the game that doesn't have
I'll do anything
any
with
magical
pleasure.
property. If there was a crafting system, then it would be useful. But there is not, and there is not any enchantment system either. Oh, a chicken. He says, cluck cow, buck buck cow. Awesome. With punctuation at the end.
Huh?
Oh, I feel so. Of course, darling.
It is done.
I love when people add punctuation to what animals say, it's so hilarious.
Yes, if that's your desire.
Okay, so this is the Travenhurst Manor,
I should have joined the army.
which is guarded by not very sympathetic guards. I advise you be on your best behavior while in this house. I will be watching you very closely. Aye, with our eyes on you. Oh yeah? Well, let's see, can I raid this? Yup, I can. Right under your nose.
Yes, as I thought.
So, not doing that good of a job, I think.
If that's your desire.
And that is the owner of the place, Gerard
Away
Travenhurst.
with you, beggar.
Hold your place. No need for us to get off on the wrong foot. I'd rather like company occasionally, but most of the townsfolk are a bit standoffish. What can we say? I've no doubt that you get few visitors. It is unlikely they would voluntarily subject themselves to the apes at the door. Apes, their demeanor may be gruff, but it is thoroughly appropriate for their task. Perhaps it is a tad unsociable, but necessary in these turbulent times. And he has a lot of books everywhere. And rest assured that I will not read every book in Baldur's Gate, because there are tons of them.
What? Simple.
Well, nowhere near,
If you wish.
say, what you can find in Morrowind, for example, but
With pleasure.
still. quite a lot of books. And there's a sleeping woman, maybe that's Lady Travenhurst. A wand of lightning, some potions, excellent, excellent. Oh, come on. I think when I went to Friendly Armin, I had the option to buy a bag of holding for gems, and I failed to do that. So now I'm really feeling it, as our inventory is quickly filling up with gems of all sorts. I'll make sure to pick up a gem bag as soon as I can buy one. And yes, those items are added by a mod. You cannot find any item containers in the original Baldur's Gate.
Out with it.
So that's it for the Travenhurst Manor.